All right, continuing on page 10 with cell and range names and formulas. Although it's certainly helpful to be able to name a range or a cell for easy navigation, the real power of the feature lies in the ability to easily identify references in formulas and to quickly and accurately insert references into multiple formulas. Once you've defined a name, you can simply use the name in place of a standard cell or range reference in any formula or function. The first way is by manually entering the cell or range name. If you take a look at cell O4 in my employee summary worksheet, you can see in this particular cell we have the function that's taking the sum of the range K4 through N4. Now, if I was just looking at that formula, I wouldn't know what it was calculating. I would need to go down to my worksheet and see what these cells actually signify. But I could use a defined name range in order to do that. So maybe I'd name the range Q1 sales, Q2, 3, and 4, and these are all for Wanda Andrews. So maybe I could go up to my name box, name this Wanda underscore Andrews, hit enter. So instead of having this as the sum of K4 through N4, I could enter the function equals sum. I'm going to double click that from my formula autocomplete, and I could start typing in the name of that actual range, WA for Wanda, and you can see that on my autocomplete this comes up as a little name tag. That means it's a defined name. Your functions will actually come up with the fx in there. So fx is a function. This little tag is a defined name range. So I could double click that the same way that I enter the function name. Hit my enter key. You can see the result is the same, $1.3 million. But now when I take a quick look at that function, I'm taking the sum of Wanda Andrews. So I would know that those are Wanda sales just by looking at this, not even at the worksheet cells. So in the first lesson, we named cell K4 through K13 as quarter one sales. So if I wanted to take the total quarter sales, I could do the sum, start typing that in. You can see as soon as I hit the letter Q, it automatically tries to guess what I'm looking for. And again, you can see the fx, these are actual functions in Excel. The tags are defined name ranges. So for this one, I'm taking the sum of quarter one. So it highlights that whole entire range for me. I'm going to do my ending parentheses, hit enter, and it sums that up for me. So the sum of quarter one. So that's manually entering your defined range into a function. You also have the use in formula command method. So I could do equals sum, and up on my formulas tab in my define names command group, here I have a use in formula drop down command. And here is going to show all defined name ranges in your workbook. So I could just choose quarter two from here. You can see it inputs it into my function. Do my ending parentheses, enter, takes the sum of that range. Do equal sum. You can type the whole thing out if you want. Oops. Quarter underscore 3. You can see it highlights that for us. Enter. And then again, your use in formula option on your drop down in your formulas tab, quarter 4 here, ending parentheses, and enter. Okay, so you can see how those defined names can be significant for using in functions. Makes it much easier to identify exactly what you're calculating, other than just looking at a generic range reference there. You actually have a name that signifies something for you.
Your next video will be activity 1, 2.
All right, continuing on page 10 with cell and range.
Your next video will be activity 1, 2 on page 12 using defined names in a formula.